Welcome everybody, welcome back once again to the Overexplained Let's Play of Elden Ring. This is now the East Limgrave edition, I believe. That is the map area that we are in at the moment. Last time what happened, so we came down this road, we started up here by Saint's Bridge. We followed the road, we had a little nosy around here, cleared Summon Water Village. We then went up to this smouldering church where we fought a pretty tricky NPC invader. She killed us once, actually. And then we went a little bit further into Rot View Balcony, but then we realised that was a different zone again. That's an area called Caelid, which we will not be exploring for some time yet. But then we came down the hill a little bit and we ended up at this church. We've got this sending gate here, which has been marked. I believe that's the mark that D, who was an NPC we met at Summon Water Village. He warned us about those who live in death. But then was impressed that we managed to kill the mariner and get a death root from him. So we're probably going to go and check that out today. But first, I think we need to just have a quick look around this church. We did believe, we've got an inkling, that this is related to this Flask of Wondrous Physick. So it still remains at the Third Church of Marika, north of the Mistwood. And we are at the Third Church of Marika. So we've got a couple of pickups here, so let's, without further ado, just go and grab them and see what they are. A Sacred Tear. Let's have a look at that. Improved Sacred Flask's potency. Blessing of the Erd Tree, worshipped in all the churches of the lands. This is but a faint vestige. Increases the potency of a Sacred Flask's restorative effects. Can be used after resting at a site of grace. During the age of the Erd Tree, these tears were used to spread the faith, but theirs was once a certain blessing. Cool. So we can use that at the site of grace, it says. So let's check that out real quick. Oh yeah, look, we've got a dot at our flask. Oh, we can actually talk to Melina as well. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's see then. So you can see we've got increased amount replenished by flasks. It's now got a dot by it. We can use the Sacred Tear to increase the amount of HP, FP replenished by our flasks. Amazing scenes. So that should be quite useful. We were struggling a little bit back when we fought Margit at the end of the last sort of sub-series. That we took 3 flasks to fill our whole HP bar, so hopefully that's going to be somewhat improved. We'll have to go and try and test that out. We'll let something hurt us and see how much more healing we get. What's this? A Crimson Crystal Tear and the Flask of Wondrous Physick. Exciting! Oh, I've just thought though, I'm sure that should have popped up a tutorial. Have I accidentally turned the tutorials off? I think I have, you know, while I was recording some other footage. Where's the tutorials? They're here somewhere. Show tutorials on. Curses. But hopefully we should have the thing in here about it. And in fact, should they be on our newest tab? Yeah. Here we go. About the Flask of Wondrous Physick. You can find crystal tears at the bases of minor Erd trees and elsewhere throughout the lands between. At sites of grace, you can mix 2 crystal tears into the Flask of Wondrous Physick. This will allow you to create elixirs with various custom effects. And here's the flask itself. A relic of the Physick chemist, priests of the Erd Tree. Exciting. Harnesses the power of crystal tears, which only form after the passage of many moons. Various special effects are bestowed upon the drinker, depending on the specific mixture of crystal tears. Rest at a site of grace to replenish. Basins are placed at the feet of minor Erd trees throughout the lands between in order to collect their crystallized tears. So cool. And then we got this tear as well. A crystal tear formed slowly over the ages where the Erd tree's bounty falls to the ground. Can be mixed in the Flask of Wondrous Physick. The resulting concoction restores half of one's maximum HP. So that's like a healing effect one. That's interesting. I did want to just now, because we've missed a couple of other tutorials, so I'm just going to look at these quick to make sure. That's about using the map placing beacons, that's fine. Fast travel, we've talked about that. Upon dying, what happens? Horseback riding. Yeah, so we've talked about all of those things, so that's fine. What else have we got? Containers, that's about cracked pots. We've talked a little bit about those, so that's fine. Pouches, yep. Competitive multiplayer. Okay. Oh, this was about that. Oh, look, this was about that effigy in... Right. So we did see the thing that I thought was about multiplayer, and I think that's what this is about. But that's fine. We're not really going to look at that. You guys, if you want to have a tinker with the multiplayer, you go for it. Not really what we're here for on this Let's Play. But let's sit down and try and use our Flask of Wondrous Physick. So we've got a new option, Mix Wondrous Physick. So let's have a look what's in there. With this menu, you can mix 2 crystal tears in the Flask of Wondrous Physick. This will allow you to create physics with various custom effects. Cool. And we do have 2 already because we found one back up on Stormhill somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it was. So we found this strength, not crystal tier, which temporarily boosts strength. So that's cool. Can we just use one ingredient? Yeah, we can. Oh, that's interesting. But we may as well put this one as well. So now we've got double effects. So what this should do is if we have a quick look at our stats, let's see. We'll test it out because we can... Where is our flask actually? Let's see if we... Where's my menu gone? Oh, I've got HUD disabled. Oh yes, because I was taking a screenshot for the thumbnail between episodes. Forgot about that. Let's get the HUD back on. Right. That was confusing the heck out of me. So it has put our flask into one of our slots for us. What I might just do is make it the first one, because I do find it's something I am interested in using quite often, and having it in a reliable place will be good. Maybe we'll move this one out and we'll put fire bombs there. That'll do. So, where's our flask? So here he is. So we can drink him, and he's only got 1 charge, look, if you notice. So we can only use it once per rest at a site of grace. So if I just have a quick look at the stats, and if we look down here, we've got strength is 15. So I think if we drink this flask, and then we'll have a look. Oh yeah, look. Strength is now 25, which is pretty hefty actually. That would be enough to let us use some of the heavier weapons that we've got. So I should be able to now probably use this. Because he needed 30, I think? Yeah, so this axe needed 30 strength. But now I can two-hand it, which I couldn't before. So that is great news. I do have a separate save that I've been sort of playing a little bit of, and I'm using this weapon. It's one of my absolute favourites. The big weapons are so good to use. But that's pretty cool. So that's what that flask does, and it has just made me think we haven't talked about another thing that we can use the stat screen to check. So if we go back, where's our longsword gone? So on our longsword, was it on the longsword? Where did we have the Golden Vow Ash of War? I'm sure we had it, but it looks like I haven't actually equipped it. I thought we'd put it on our sword, but maybe not. Ashes of War, longsword. Oh yes, and we picked up this one last time. This was quite good, Sacred Blade. So we'll have to try that out as well. That's very good against undead, because it actually shoots off. We press this button here, you can see down here, it says that it fires off a golden blade projectile. That thing's really good. It kills undead things dead first time, so we don't have to hit the... So for the skeletons, for example, you don't have to hit them on the floor. It will just kill them straight away, which is pretty cool. But I wanted to use Golden Vow because this here granting self and nearby allies increased attack power and defense. So what I wanted to try and do is see if we can see the effect of that happening. So let's make sure we equip it first. And we can check the effect of this, hopefully, through this screen. So this time we're going to have to try and remember, it's not going to affect our stats here. But what I would expect it to change is some of these numbers over here. So these are our defensive numbers. And then up here is our attack. So our attack with our sword here, right armament 1 is 157. And then generally, look, we've got 88 from these basic defenses. So if we use Golden Vow... Oh, two-hand our weapon first. And if we go back and have a look now... Yeah. So we can see our armaments damage has gone up from, what was it, 157, I think? So now it's 184. So that's gone up quite a good chunk. Gone up by about 30 points. So that's pretty significant. But these defenses don't seem to have increased, which is interesting, because it did say it increased defenses. But they all look about the same. Interesting. But there we go. That's just another pro tip. If you want to try and check out, if you've got like things that say that they increase your abilities, that's how we can check that. Next then, let's talk to Melina and see what she's got to say.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
That sounds cool.
Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Intriguing. Not sure exactly what that was on about. Something to do with the history of what's happened, clearly. Thanks, Melanie. Okay, so we've sat here for quite some time. How long has it been? I figured out how to check my recording time, even though I'm using my new NVIDIA recording. So we spent 10 minutes just sat here chatting about stuff. So let's go and have a look around. Where are we going to go today? There is one thing I want to go and check, which is around up here somewhere. So like I did mention just a second ago, I did go and capture like a screenshot of the thumbnails. And as I went back up the hill to sort of get a nice view over the zone, I did spot there was something we missed. And it's something I've found previously on other playthroughs. But we should go and look. And it's a good illustration of how easy it is in this game to miss stuff. So we'll go and look at that first. And then maybe we're not going to grab the map just yet, I don't think. We've come up this road already. So let's zigzag back across this way. Or maybe we'll go and check this beach actually. Then we'll zigzag across this way. And then we'll come back through this forest and head towards the map piece. So let's go and do these things in order. In fact, let's go. We're right by this beach. So let's go and check this out first. Because we were up on these cliffs last time. And we spotted over here, there was like an item. And I'm just wondering whether we can get up from here. It doesn't look like we can. There's no spirit spring and there's no rocks that we've got to be careful we don't fall in the water here. That's an instant death, so be careful of that. We do that to just get rid of our beam by jumping into it. But yeah, I can just see him there between the trees. There's a guy with an item. And it doesn't look like, sometimes when you find a sort of rocky edge like this, you can usually find like some nice little bits jutting out that you can sort of parkour up. But this is not looking like that. So what we'll do for now, we'll zoom in and I'll put, oops, wrong button. If we just put a little marker here for like, that looks a little bit like a treasure chest. We'll put that there. Just to remind us that we saw something there that we couldn't get. And maybe in the future we can, I'm guessing we must come from the other side, right? Like there'll be something the other side, like maybe a cave or something that comes out here. Or maybe it's somewhere else around here. Who knows how we get there, but there'll be something that leads us to the other side of that. Right. So first stop, back up the hill. Just to show you the thing we missed. Where's the path up? Here we go. So I won't take the spirit springs. We'll just follow the path because it's funny. We did look there. I'm sure. I swear I haven't watched it back to check. I'm sure I just had a little peek there and I was like, oh, there's nothing this way. But flipping heck, there was something that way, you know. So is this is the, yeah, this is where, in fact, I think we did run straight past it. So we've got this guy, we fought him and we came down this way. But if you look, there's a little road here and we just followed the road that way. But if you follow the road this way, it splits, look, and there's another little sort of path here. So we didn't do much looking up this way. And then look, we've got this right here. What's this? Very interesting. Gael Tunnel. Sounds cool. I think I spy a friend through the doorway there.
I hadn't expected to see your face again.
Oh, there's an item over there, look.
Heading to the festival of
Crafting
combat.
material.
No need to be coy with me. Judging by the fine wallop you gave the old backside earlier, I would venture you're something of a warrior yourself.
He's not wrong, is he?
The mere thought of such a festival gets the blood pumping, eh? Now, according to my calculations, passing through this road should lead us to the Caelid Wilds. But, however you slice it, it seems we've reached a dead end. I'm sorry to have raised your hopes. It seems my calculations must have been off.
Oh. Does not open from this side. And you can see there's more stuff the other side. Interesting. Anything else to say?
I was created to be a warrior vessel. Many great warriors reside within me, ever dreaming of becoming a great champion.
Oh.
It's my destiny, and the reason for which I quest. It is my ordeal, you could say. To test myself, to better myself, to fell ever greater foes. And then, one day, we'll be a single great champion. The greatest of them all. What do you think, eh? How do you rate my chances?
Interesting. So many warriors reside within him. I mean, he is like a pot. He's got a lid on. What the heck does that mean?
I was many...
Okay, saying the same thing.
It
Fine.
is my... And then, what do you think, eh?
Bit surprised it didn't give us an option to sort of respond to his question. Oh, a smithing stone 4. That's pretty high level. So as a little indication as well, if you find yourself ever finding things like that, so the highest smithing stone we found so far is a 2. And this is a 4. That says take weapons up to +12, which is quite exciting. And we've actually skipped a rank there. Like, we were missing 3s. But that is indicative that this zone is a bit of a harder stage, right? It's the kind of stage where you'd want to be coming here with at least a sort of +6 high to +9 weapon. But it doesn't look like there's anything else here for us right now. So let's head back down. And we'll head back up the path. Yeah, interesting. I just wanted to point that out because I think that's quite a nice little hidey hole that's very easy to miss. And just shows how easy it is to just miss stuff in this game. You're not extremely diligent. But at the same time, you know, missing stuff isn't the end of the world. It's a huge game like this on purpose because it makes everybody's path through it unique and interesting, right? Okay, cool. Back down here. So let's see, what have we got? Where did we... Oh, hang on. We're in a fight. There we go. So we've got... Maybe we'll go and have a look at this sending gate, since that's to our left. And then we'll start looking over this way. There was this interesting ravine here, had like the big bear at the bottom, so maybe we'll go and try take him on. See if there's any good loot there. One little skull. We always smash those skulls with the horse and pick up the little golden runes. Always good to have extra money in the bank, but what is this? Travel to another location. So, as the map said, this thing is referred to as a sending gate. So, we'll use him and see what happens. Oh, off we go. Greyoll's Dragon Barrow. Oh boy. I don't think we want to get that guy's attention. Let's not move a second. We've got scary sounding music. We can see our beams in the distance though, and one of the golden trees there. So let's have a look at the map. Where have we ended up? Oh boy. So it's thrown us all the way over here somewhere. Which is interesting. I wonder if we can just creep around. We'll try and open this door in a second. I just want to see what else we can see from here. I think we're probably far enough that that guy can't see us, hear us. And it's raining, which does mask our sort of sound a little bit. Look at this cool skeleton embedded in that thing. Dang. I'd never noticed that before, but I kind of know what that is because I've played through the game now, and that's interesting that that's here. Sweet. And where the heck are we? This building is huge. Oh, faded Erdleaf flowers, they're new. Have a quick look at those. Blooms in rotten lands. Okay, so we're in a rotten land at the moment. An Erdleaf flower that's faded to pale scarlet, found blooming in rotten lands, said to be fed by leaves that fell from the Erd tree in days of antiquity. So that's sort of another derivative of the other Erdleaf flowers we've found. Wow. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly where we are, but this building is pretty impressive. I'm not sure there's going to be much to find. We'll have a quick nosy in case. You never know when you might just find like a corpse sitting on an edge with a pickup in this game. So we'll have a look. This looks very, oh my god, precarious. Wow, some cool stuff down there. That's way too far to get down though. Interesting. What about we fall on these branches sticking out? Maybe, but I don't want to risk it. I think like it looks way too dangerous. And if we get down there, I don't know how we get back up. And maybe we should try it. Let's go and look inside the building first. That'll be new for me. I don't think I've ever dropped down there before if we can do it. That guy's alright. He hasn't noticed us yet. Let's see what's in here. Of course, we didn't talk about how, we have been just warped to a crazy part of the map. But at the same time, we can just instantly teleport back to where we were. So nothing to worry about at the moment. What's going on? Oh, we got a grey site. Trying to lock on. There's a character at the end there, but we can't lock on to him. So hopefully he's not dangerous. We get more of these statues. Interesting. Let's light the grace and see if we can talk to this guy at the end. What's this? So what was this place called? Beastial Sanctum. Oh, wait a minute. That picture looks familiar. That looks a bit like we could see a building like that from back at the other place. We'll go and check that out if I remember in a second. Oh, these cool dragon torches. So did talk about sending us to see someone who was interested in the death route. So is this, yeah, hand over death route and talk. Maybe we'll talk first. Oh dear. I'm a little bit scared of this guy. Oh, we can give him 2. Well, let's give him 1 and see what happens first.
I smell it. Death. Feeding me.
Slightly disturbing.
Bring more deaths.
Okay.
I shall grant thee. Eye and claw. Feed me more.
Oh, a claw mark seal. And a beast eye. Sick. Well, we got 1 more death route, mate, so here you go. You can have that for now.
More. I'm not sated. Feed me more.
Oh, Beastial Sling. Sweet. So let's have a quick look at these. What are these? So the Clawmark Seal boosts bestial incantations. Sacred Seal granted by Garank, the Beast Clergyman. A rare trinket which allows incantations to be scaled with strength. Oh, that's interesting. The Clawmark represents Garank's wrath, enhances bestial incantations learned from Garank. That's very cool. So what is the beast eye? Is this a talisman? Clawmark stone eye received from Garank, said to tremble when near death route. Oh no, maybe it's just an item that will alert us. There's been items like this in the old games, so I think it'll just pop up a little thing on the screen when we're close to something like a mariner. The murky violet iris writhes as if alive. I am not sated. Feed me more death. Incantation taught by Garank, the beast clergyman, swiftly flings a number of sharp rock shards. This incantation could be cast without delay after performing another action. Oh, interesting. It said in the time before the Erd Tree, stones were the first weapons of the beasts who had gained intelligence. Damn. Well, you seem pretty cool, mate. Thanks for helping us out there. Should we try some of these things out? I think we should see if have we got the stats for them. Let's have a look. Memorize spell. So we haven't really used rejection yet. We haven't had a case to use it, but that's fine. We'll take catch flame off because we've tried that out a little bit already, and it does look like we can equip this already. So flings numerous sharp rocks, so that's quite cool. So we'll try that out. The other thing then I want to think about is we look at oh my golly, my frog in the throat today. It's getting on my nerves a little bit. Sorry about that, everyone. We look at this. So these are our 2 sacred seals that we've got here. And if we look, we've got incant scaling. So that's coming from our strength and our faith stats. So we've got 15 strength, 12 faith at the moment. And if we select the other one, you can see, so this one scales E on strength and C on faith, and then this one's D on strength and D on faith. Looking at these at the moment though, we get 107 incant, so this is effectively like the strength of your spells. So the Claw Mark Seal will give us 107 strength for spells, and this will give us 111. So as we go further though, if we ended up spending more time leveling strength, then this Claw Mark Seal will probably be more beneficial to use than this one. The other thing to bear in mind actually is that the Finger Seal is on +1, whereas this is on 107. So when we're back next time doing some upgrades, we might have a look to see if we upgraded this, would it then be stronger? So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. But we're not going too heavy into the incantations at the moment. But what I am interested in is that it said we can do it, we can cast it immediately after doing another action. So let's be careful not to disturb this giant winged creature here, because I'm scared he's going to be really hard. We go around the side. Yeah, he still hasn't noticed us. Good. We were going to see if we can drop down, but what I was interested to see, so let's see if we equip, let's just see what this is like first. Hello? Okay, so that, oh, does it just throw, oh, it just throws some stones. Okay, cool. So if we hit, interesting. It still seems to have a delay no matter what. Yeah, but you can sort of do it straight after your attacks and it does a slightly different animation. I wonder if we can charge it? No, doesn't look like. Alright, cool. We'll give that a try against some enemies soon. I'm hoping with it, my gut feel is because it's a sort of physical type of thing, like we're throwing stones, that it might do some good knockdown damage. What's it called? Stance break. So we'll have to test that a little bit and see what sort of results we get. Right, there is no cool tree branch this side to fall down on, so we're going to go and check that other tree branch and then we'll come back and then we'll head back to West Limgrave. We said we weren't going to explore other areas, but we love getting a bit distracted, don't we? Let's go and see. Grab a few more of these flowers. Always worth hoovering up items because you never know what eventual sort of crafting recipes you might get that use them. Right, where was that tree branch we saw? Is it here? Oh, I think we're good to follow. We'll go without torrent because we're a little bit less twitchy that way. I think we can make this fall. We should test it to be safe. Let's see if we throw a... Yeah, that's a safe fall. Let's do it. Oh, God. What are we getting ourselves into here? We can always warp away if it gets too dangerous. No, 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 no. Wait. There's another one here. I'm sort of stuck sliding now. Oh, there we go. We recovered. I could feel him starting to go. This looks like a safe drop as well. So let's just double check. Be sure. Yeah. Okay, let's go. All right, maybe there is a treasure down here. Sweet. I think I might need to craft a few more of these. There we go. So now we're maybe on top of this little domed roof. That looks like the next sort of safest drop. I'm just going to do it without even throwing a thing. Whee! It's always a better idea in this game. I don't think we've specifically talked about this yet. But you've got a jump button, but jumping to platform is almost always a bad idea. Rolling off an edge or just walking straight off is usually a much better way to go straight down. It's hard to explain. But I tend to find that if you do like a jump like this to fall down, you sort of bounce off the edges and weird stuff happens, which isn't very good. This is interesting. Got to be careful in case we run into some enemies. I'd be very surprised if there's enemies down here though. This feels like a sort of secret, right? But you never know in this game. There's these cool edges. I wonder if we can just sort of do this. Good old torrent helping us explore. Doesn't look like there's much here. There better be something here. We've come all this way down. Don't think it's going to be worth going out onto those little edges, but keep an eye out. We'll try this next one. I think we could see that the next couple didn't have anything on. I'm just going to keep poking out like this. We'll have a little look. This weather is not very nice, is it? Can't see anything further in the distance. Oh, wait. What's that down there? Right down at the bottom left. I saw something. It's disappeared again now. Come back. Yeah, it's just popped into view. Interesting. There's something. It looks like maybe we can go a bit further down again. Intriguing. Let's keep going. See if we see an easier way to get down. Oh, wait. Maybe... it's probably just one of these sanctuary stones. Interesting. Oh, dang. Maybe there isn't anything here. Oh, wait. I can see a bat. How do we get down to there? Maybe we just drop off. Oh. Hang on a sec. What have we got long range? Can I hit him from here? Missed. Oh, dang. He's strong. We might regret this. You going to come up here? What are you going to do? Okay, we'll let him just... He doesn't look like he's coming to get us. He can't figure out how to get up here. I'm wondering whether what we do is we go out on the edge of one of these bits. It's a little bit risky because that bat is there. Maybe we'll do one of the other ones. Well, it looks like what we might be able to do. Yeah, look. Can we drop down here? Like this? Oof. Lost a bunch of health. But we're still going. This is proper exploring. I'm enjoying this. Wowzers. One of those times though where I feel like, how do we know that we've explored everywhere? I kind of feel like what I want to do is just get down to the very bottom now, so we've got more floor space, but we do need to be careful because there's these bats everywhere, and if we get swamped by those guys, we are going to be in trouble. Looks like we should be good to fall down here. We've got some sanctuary stones again, is it? Ruin fragments. Fine. More ruin fragments. Oh, sanctuary stones this time. Oh, an actual treasure. Soft cotton. Are you kidding? Nice. So Elden Ring. Right, let's see how hard this guy is. Yeah, they're quite tough. Usually we kill the bats in a couple of hits. This is alright. We'll just... Thankfully, we can stun lock him like that. He can't do much. Back on torrent. We need to ride all the way to the other end as well, I think. But I'm guessing this looks like about as far as we... Wait, can we go even further down? Oh, missed him. Okay. They're giving us 887 runes a pop there. That's quite a lot for a bat. Definitely feel like we're a little bit out of our depth in terms of like the difficulty of this zone, but we're doing okay. Let's see what else we can find. This has been an enormous distraction. So much for West Limgrave, eh? Looking down there, it does look like there's edges, but I'm not sure they're going to go anywhere. What we got here? Another bat? Looking out to sea. It's a bit of a shame you can't sort of stab them while they're down. What can we see in the distance? It looks like there's a... Yeah, that's curious. What is that? A bit low poly, but it looks like a sort of edge of a waterfall or something. Very interesting. There's a bat up there. Has he seen me? He's the one we threw a throwing knife at earlier on. Right, so this is the last ditch effort. So what we'll do is we'll just hop onto this bit. Oh my god, we can go further down. When does it end, lads? So where do we go from here? This way? Yeah, that looks doable. I think we will try a roll. Oh no, we missed it, but we're fine. We're fine. Down from here, can we make that fall? No. Now I feel a bit stuck. What the heck do we do from here? There's definitely more stuff there. So how? We'll try some extreme parkour here. Where's the horse? Come on, Torrent. So we're going to do a real jump out, jump back. Oh, God. I'm wondering whether we can cheat it by just sort of going to these rocks at the far end. Oh, God. Oh, God. This could be a death. Oh, we fell off anyway. That's all right. We made it. This is butt clenching. Is there going to be anything good here? Well, you know what? You're going to find out. Hopefully. And then whether you want to make this journey yourself, I leave up to you, dear viewer. I can actually hear the waterfall now. It sounds cool. Is there anything else below us? Oh my God, there's another ledge. I've never explored around here before. This is well good. Oh look, a blue treasure. Hopefully this is going to be something fairly decent. Stone sword key maybe? Dragon crest shield talisman. Okay, well that's something pretty cool. Boosts physical damage negation. That is extremely handy. I'm going to put that on straight away, I think. What have we got? Yeah, I think we'll take the Assassin's Crimson Dagger off. I think that'll be good, especially because we were planning on fighting that big bear in a minute. What have we got here? Another bat. Just the one. Down he goes. Oh, what's this? Bit wary of what might suddenly jump out at us. Whoa! Syncridia, I think. Is that how you say that? That looks really cool. A dagger / pierce. Short sword given to high-ranking clergyman of Farah Missoula. Raises potency of bestial incantations. Damn. Design celebrates a beast's 5 fingers, symbolic of the intelligence once granted upon their kind. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Very interesting. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't want to try going down any further, I don't think. I feel like we found the rewards that were here to be found at this point. But cool. What an amazing little diversion this was. And something genuinely new for me and you. Excellent. Very specialist loot, though. Quite cool if you're going for the sort of beast incantations kind of guy. But nice. Well, let's head back, I guess. I think that's one of my favourite things about this game, actually, is there's a lot of loot that is maybe very specialised. And the first time you play through, when you're really exploring everywhere, trying to get all the stuff, trying it all out, seeing what it's like, you're not going to really specialise that much. But it is fun to play the game again. Maybe not all the way through even, but just starting again, making a little mental map of what the things you want to get and where you want to go. And then making a specific type of character is quite fun. Right, we're going to pass time till it's morning again, just because I like being able to see a bit better. And what time are we on? Okay, getting close to 40 minutes. So maybe we'll just head out. Let's go and take on that bear that we saw down the end of this ravine. It's very dark for the morning. I might go and let's go and wait. I'm going to go very misty and not very nice. I'd rather we go and get that dragonfly. Wanted a piece of me, but we'll let him get cross by himself. Let's hit noon. Hopefully we'll be able to see a bit better. Oh, that feels a bit better. Right. Onwards. Let's scope this place out. I think we do have options of going up around the side. So let's go and have a look this way first. We did have a couple of other points. Were they just above us? Yeah, there was the point up there we wanted to go to. I think we saw an extra bunch of those like coffins that usually have the runes in. Right, so yeah, we've got... There he is just chilling. Next to a dead creature. There's an item there. What we might do in a situation like this, because this is quite a, you know, it's a dead end. We haven't got no way out. So what I'm tempted to do is we'll drop down and grab the treasure, and then we'll run out, and he can chase us, and we'll fight him a bit further that way. So if we die and it's hard and we don't want to do it again, we can at least recover our runes a bit more easily. And let's just drop here and grab this. Oh, what the heck's that? Oh my god, a bunch of wolves have dropped down as well. What is happening? Okay, looks like they're all going at it. So maybe let's try and get in some range attacks on the bear. I think we've got to be careful here though, because the wolves will be hostile to me as well. Yeah, look, like this one here's just seen me. Mate, I don't want to fight you. Oh, at least we can kill them in one hit. Oh my god, the wolves just knocked him down. The bear, that's amazing. Let's see if I can get a few fire attacks on him. That doesn't do that much damage. Uh-oh, he's coming for me. Got the shield out just in time. I think we might have to try and thin out the wolves. They're a good distraction. But they're also going to just kill me as well. Cause me grief. Let the big guy do the business for now. We'll try and get some... Oh, there we go. See if we can get a crit on him. That'll do. Wear him down. Let the wolves distract him again. Very hard to get a lock on to the thing you want in this sort of situation. So my recommendation is you try doing things like pressing up on the stick, because it sort of flicks it to the tallest creature. It's a subtle thing that it doesn't really tell us about, but it does work, it seems. That was a very risky guard counter, but we got away with it. Oh, we're not getting hurt as much as I thought we would. And I'm hoping that's that talisman we just found doing the business. Oof. I think we need to try and get a heal. The bears are very chaotic to fight. They attack very quickly. And it's hard to tell when they've stopped. Uh-oh. Oh, spam rolled. I shouldn't have done that. That's a tricky one. When you get grabbed in this game as well, you mash all of your attack buttons to get out as quick as possible. See if we can get ourselves a little bit of a distance to heal. Okay, that's fine. See that the guard counters are not going to work. We're going to have to try and go for some charges. So we're rolling towards a lot, rolling behind him. There we go, he missed his grab that time. Wait till the last second. See if we can get another charge. Oh, accidentally did a guard counter and it worked. We'll just hit him while he's down. I don't think... A bit annoying. It's a bit annoying when they fall for the crits like that, very close to the wall, so you can't get there to hit them. But we made it. Now, I appreciate that that's a hard fight, and if you're a new player, that's going to be a tricky fight for you. But the best thing I can recommend against those guys is just do the same thing as we do in most fights, is take our time and try and learn the moves. I sort of went a little bit into learnt behaviour there and just did what I knew I needed to do. But with those guys, it is about waiting until you've got a definite chance to attack. They do quite long, weird combos that are hard to sort of read. We'll get some more chance to fight some of those guys very soon, don't you worry. We'll try and take our time against the next one. Okay, so I think that's all that's down there. And I think we picked up... What did we get? Smithing Stone 2, which is quite useful. This guy looks like he's going to start a fight with me. Get out of my face. What about you? No, okay. Dragonflies are very irritating. Let's have a look what else we picked up. So we did get a Smithing Stone 2, so that's pretty cool. Some beast bones, some flesh and stuff that we can use for crafting. Some mushrooms, great. Okay. So where next? Let's get back to the path. Now we got the big guy here in our way, but that's fine. I think we'll just go straight past him. So let's follow this path up here. It'll reconnect back up to West Limgrave and see what we find on the way. This was the other side. I'm just going to have a quick nosy up here. Look, you can see we could have dropped down from, I believe, is this Summerwater? Yeah, Summerwater Village is right above there. We did look down and see that bit earlier on. So we could have shortcutted down this way. I just wanted to see if there's any pickups here, but it doesn't look like there is. What else have we got? Oh, I can see one of the little... Just spotted him on top of the... Top of that cliff there. Little scarab. He's a health one. I think we're on full health drinks at the moment, so we don't need to go and use his services. I will have a little peek up on there, see if we can see anything. This little sort of thing that's fallen over looks pretty good. And in fact, what can we see under there? Ah, a whole bunch of the sort of monkey-like demi-human guys. All sitting around, pacing around. We'll go and say hello to those in a sec. What we got up here? Some flowers. Sheep. Deer. Nothing else.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Who's that?
Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight, servant to
It's not one of these monkeys, is it?
celebrated repudiation.
I don't think it is. Let's take these guys out real quick. In fact, we might just get the doggos out if I can get a moment to summon them. Keep the others busy while we choose who to kill. Oh, he's a little bit too far away, this one. Come here. Good work, doggos.
Someone who might be interested in rescuing
Sounds like he's straight in front of me.
Haight, servant to the
He might be on top of this thing.
celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor.
Well, they're all stood around a corpse for some reason.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great.
Yeah, this is one of those times I think where lock-on is not preferable. We'll just run and just sort of knock them. Oh! Watch out, big hit coming. Yeah, I saw that wind up. Damn. Come on, wolves. Come on, wolfies.
Someone who might be interested
Nice one.
in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight, servant to the true order.
Interesting we didn't get a refill there. I kind of feel like we took them all out. Maybe there's a couple more somewhere.
Grant me succor.
Magic grease. Interesting. We had one of those before. I'm not sure we have. Not item crafting. Inventory. I know we got 4 of them. I think we did pick up... We must have picked up some others. Unless we did just get 4. I wasn't paying attention. Coat armament inflicting magic damage. Kind of useful.
Order and celebrated repudiator of the false.
He's got to be on top of there.
Erdtree,
Let's see if we can find him. I don't think there's a way up that side. It does look like we can climb these rocks here, so let's have a look. Oh yes, look, I can just see... Oh, he's not as... He doesn't stand out as much now. Hang on, if we go back here. You can just see the sort of silhouette of him up there. If we can zoom in. There he is, just gesticulating at the sky. Like some crazy guy. Let's go and see what's up.
is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight, servant to the true
Hello.
order and celebrated. You've come to lend me your aid, have you?
Dunno, have I?
That's very kind, but no, but the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the true order. You might have heard of me.
Well,
Kenneth Haight.
it's that little bit of prejudice there against tarnishes.
Of Limgrave. Young tarnished. I would have a boon of you.
Yeah?
I want you to take back my fort. It
Oh.
lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
Interesting. Okay. I think we did see that fort. I wonder if we can see it from here. See if we run over here. Have a look. Right in the distance, you can just see it in the mist past the tree. Look. Well, we're facing sort of dead south here. So interesting. Okay. Kenneth Haight has a fort he'd like us to take back. Let's see if he's got anything else to say.
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye?
All right, steady on.
The fort lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. Take it back for me. Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward? Fret not. The great Kenneth Haight is known for his considerable largesse.
Really?
The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval.
Okay. Love that my wolves are just sort of chilling with us. They're huge as well, aren't they? Look at them. But okay, cool.
Yes. Now, allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts where I have no shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots, rather than die like a man.
Interesting.
Has he no shame? The big girl's blouse, and to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage. Though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it.
Interesting bit of backstory there. I'm not sure we have no idea who any of those characters are yet. But,
What are you waiting for, my friend?
Okay. Fine. So yeah, interesting stuff. The only person I think we've got a clue about is Godric seems to be the one who's interested in grafting, which is what Roderica was talking about. So that's something. I mean, yeah, we'll have to see. Keep that in mind and see what happens. Here's one of our beams. Look, let's go and check that out while we're up here. This is the bit we could see while we were up in Summon Water. Oh, here's the thing. It's not quite where my beam was. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Oh, some Golden Rune 6. Oh, what's this one? Oh, there's a guy. Sometimes it would be quite annoying on torrent to get these things, but also equally annoying on foot. I do find them quite hard to interact with. We'll come back to that guy in a sec. Hang on. Let's hoover up these runes that we've got around. We'll go and touch our beam so it disappears. Favour's opening the map. My wolves are staying with us for a long time. They're bound to disappear in a moment. Can we pick... But yeah, to pick up these items, like if you generally walk to the side on torrent, you can pick them up. But sometimes you do have to sort of jump on top. And then there's like a weird thing where the interact button doesn't work until torrent's fully stopped jumping. Very strange sort of way it works, but anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, if you're turning around, oh god, look how hard it is if you're stood on top. Anyway, we've grabbed it now. Can we grab this one from here? No, we're gonna have to jump up. So let's try. We come this side, gives torrent a bit more room to wiggle. There we go. Oh, Fervor's Cookbook. Fever's Cookbook? Fervor? I don't know how you say that. But anyway, let's have a quick look. A record of crafting techniques left by a man who was utterly captivated by Saint Trina. He continued the search for her in his slumber. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following sleep pots. Oh, sleep pots are very useful. Very useful. We got any spare pots to make one right now? We do not. But consumes FP, throw at enemies, I presume that's supposed to say, to cause the build-up of sleep. Like a lullaby or quagmire, its light purple haze irresistibly draws its victims down to sleep, sweet dreams. And it does work on pretty much everything in this game, I think. I think some creatures or bosses will be immune, but some bosses are susceptible. So sleep is a good thing to try out. The only thing is, we didn't look at the ingredients required, which is a mushroom and some Trina's lilies. Now, we've already discussed previously that Trina's lilies are the only plants, one of the only plants in this game, that does not respawn. So, yeah, we've got to be careful of that. Sleep pots are cool, but they are finite. Not like other things. You know, we can always go and get more smouldering butterflies for our fire pots. But yeah, Trina's lilies are not infinite. Ooh, let's see if we can hop across here. That was some proper parkour. Enjoying all the parkour we're doing recently. But cool. Oh, a spot of grace in the distance. Just in time. Oh, great sunset. Look at that. What a game. Does this dragonfly want to fight me? Come on. Let's go and hit that bonfire. I'm still doing it, lads, after all this time. Hit the grey site. The mistwood, I think, is probably going to have to wait. What time are we on? Oh, yeah. We haven't got much longer left. Maybe ride up the top of this path, see what else we can find. And we'll call it there, I think. We got enough for a level up? Should we just maybe drop a point into something? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we can do one. Maybe. Let's have a quick, just refresh our brain quick on, oh, I didn't even need to do that. We could have done it at the grey site. What do we need for that dragon incantation? I want to try and do that. Memorize spell. Where is he? This one? We need 15 faith. We've got 12 arcane already, so that's great. Let's put a few more points into, well, that'll be our next plan then. We'll try and get our faith up a little bit more. And then before long, we can hopefully cast that dragon breath, which will be very cool. Right, a couple of just regular guys here. I don't think we'll bother them. Let's head up the path. Grab a few flowers on the way. Oh, we picked up... Is that the first tarnished golden sunflower we've picked up? Yes, it is. A large flower that blooms facing the Erd tree. Material used for crafting items. Found near minor Erd trees. Interesting. What we got here? These guys digging near these ruins again. Oh, what are they actually looking for, I wonder? Very weird. I'm not sure. Even with all my knowledge, that's a genuine, I don't know what they're actually digging for. I'll have to... Maybe we'll find that out at some point. Or I'll just Google it if I get a bit impatient. A few more guys. I can hear a scarab to the right somewhere. Oh god, hang on. If you're going to shoot at us, then I'm going to just take you out. Sorry lads, I just wanted to look at the scenery. Oh, we've got a Kaiden coming towards us, see if we can teach him a lesson. Hello mate. Down in one. Still don't quite understand why we hit them off in one sometimes and not others. There is something we didn't talk about, actually, that I did think, shower thoughts the other day. So especially with, I don't know if it's true of all weapons, but with weapons like the halberd, it has a thing where if you're, it's hard to explain, but it's like range based. So if you hit with the tip of the weapon, so if your range is like bang on to hit with the sort of, the bladed part of it, it does increase damage. So if I stood this close to this guy and I hit him, it would be less effective than if I'd spaced it correctly and sort of hit him just with the tip. And I wonder if it was something to do with that, and maybe there is that. But that it wouldn't make sense with the sword, because I don't think the swords work like that, but maybe they do. Who knows? Let's get back on the long sword. Oh no, that's the wrong weapon. There it is. One thing I've never even mentioned so far, actually, is when we look at these screens, you might not have noticed yet, but these are ordered, they're grouped by type of weapon. So if we look at the sort of under the name of a weapon here, you get like the class. So this is dagger, straight sword, heavy thrusting sword, curved sword. So then all my curved swords are together, and my curved great swords, etc. So that's what I always thought it was a bit strange. It doesn't use all of these squares, but that's the reason why it sort of groups them by the sort of weapon class. Right, let's get back on Torrent. I think if we go a little bit further this way first, I do want to go up this. There's another little sort of muddy path I can see going that way. But I believe this should tie straight back up to places we've been before. Sorry guys, don't mind me. This should join up to the bridge. Yeah, here's the path. There's the bridge that we've crossed before. Leads up towards Gatefront, which is up there. Very cool view from here, actually. It looks very good. And there's the giants down there that were pulling the caravan where we got the great axe. That's looped back nicely. So we are now on that path that it referenced on the note saying take the path north towards the Mistwood to get to the Flask of Wondrous Physick. And that's cool. So last stop for today then. Let's just have a quick look up the top of this bit. Don't need him. We've already got full health drinks. We'll let him disappear. What have we got here? So this is the ravine where we got invaded by that NPC invader way back when. We did find, I think just over this way. Oh, I can hear another scarab somewhere. If we peek over here, we should see there was a grey site we found. Yay, there it is. So grand. We've done a nice little loop now. Let's see if we can find... Oh, he's right there. Let's chase him down the hill. We don't want him to fall off accidentally. Oh, he's sparking in an interesting way. Can you see that? Oh, that's why. Interesting. But he gave us a somber smithing stone one, which is quite cool. Very nice. We got a decent magic weapon yet. I think we've got a couple. I think we'll look at... I've got a feeling that's going to be one. Not 100% sure. But we did get Bloodhound's Fang is somber smithing stones to upgrade. Oh, and this golden halberd we got from the Tree Sentinel is definitely one. But that's about it for now, I think. Interesting. Hopefully we find some good magic weapons. I can't remember where many of them are, to be honest. It'd be nice to have something that's got a permanent fire attack or permanent magic attack, lightning attack, just so we've got something to use on enemies when we find some with weaknesses. We don't have to rely on making resins. Or what are they called, resins? What are they called again? What are they called, these things? Grease. Resins in the older games. But this is an interesting little spot and a perfect place for us to finish, I think. And what have we got here? We've got a grey site, which we will light, of course. And there's an interesting looking painting here. Artist shack. Homing instinct painting. Oh, and it's gone dark now, look. So, let's have a quick look. So that's given us an item. The reminiscence of the painting Homing Instinct. Examine using X. This painter is said to have captured the landscape seen during the last moments of those welcomed into death's embrace. The soul of the painter and the vestiges of the dead's last moments can be discovered by visiting the location depicted even now. So that's cool. We'll have to have a think about that and see if we can figure out where that is. But essentially those are like little puzzles. But we'll get to go and get some loot if we find them. So maybe we'll have a think about that and talk about that again next time. Oh, what's this? We almost missed a treasure. Smithing stone 1. Don't mind if I do. We'll just do a quick look. What that? Yeah. Gold tinged excrement. Oh, some bears over there. We did see them. We looked down on those guys before. I think we'll just leave the bears for now. It's time to wrap up the episode. I just wanted to see if we've got any more sort of goodies or anything sort of hidden away on one of these cliff edges, but it doesn't look like. So Grant, let's wrap up there for today. Thank you very much as ever for hanging out. We'll wrap up there. And we'll continue real soon.